Today we're going to talk about Stratitis. I'm a huge advocate that the pickups in your guitar are the engine of your guitar. And if this source isn't dialed in right, then everything downstream from your amps to your pedals is going to be an absolute struggle to find a good tone. Now, I'm not telling you got to go out and buy new pickups, whether they're factory or boutique. What I'm saying is the first thing you can do is absolutely free. Check if your guitar has Stratitis. If it doesn't, and your tone sucks, maybe it is your pickups, but you'll be pleasantly surprised that this may unlock some tone that you didn't even know you had. So what is it? Basically, when your magnets on your pickups are too close to your strings, depending on the strength and types of pickups you have, that's going to pull those strings, and that gives you intonation issues. So your guitar would be totally in tune, but it might sound out of tune. And I'm going to show you here. And typically on a Strat, you'll have a south polarity, north polarity, south polarity. My Strat here with my B94s, these are all south. And the reason for that is I have a dummy coil under here. That's the reversed whine and no magnets. That kind of bucks that hum and gives some tonal changes that I like. We can talk about that another day. But on south, 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 you're more susceptible to it because of these magnetic fields between these two kind of working against each other, as opposed to south, north, south. But I'm going to try and show you here. You'll see on the low E strings, it gets worse. So you can see the height on my pickups. So here it's really like I'm low on the E string side. You can see how out of the pickguard it's not coming out that far. And if I flip this around, you're going to see here it is. So the low E string, the high E string, are closer to my strings than the low E strings. And each one is adjusted different. My bridge is like super close. You can't really see it because of my tone knobs there. But you can see across the board here all these different height differences. So I have that dialed in for me. And like I said, it's free. All you need is your ears, a screwdriver, and some time. Turn these up and down. Now, if they get too close, you're going to get a bunch of that Stratitis weird stuff going on. But if they're too far away, it's going to be like talking into a microphone from far back. Things are going to sound thin, sound weak. So there's going to be that sweet spot that you're going to have to try and find. And you can do that for free. And I'm positive that most people are going to unlock some tone that you didn't even know you had. And if you can't get it right, just do small adjustments, small adjustments, play until you can hear it. And then you can hear when you've gone too close to your strings or you're too far away from your strings. And everybody's ears are going to be different. It might take one person wide adjustments to hear that difference. It might take other people that have maybe more sensitive ears, smaller adjustments to hear that difference. You do you, but that is a good little trick to get the most out of whatever pickups you have. From there, if you don't like it, then again, I always say look at pickups, because this is your source. That when you're recording, you start at the source. And if you're chasing amps, chasing pedals and everything, just don't overlook your pickups. You may have Stratitis. Check it out. Cheers.